Hello everyone, my name is Eva Radányi and I work as application support for Creta, an AVL tool for automotive parameter and calibration dataset management. In our first video, we went through a simple workflow in Creta, and in this video I would like to show you how using Creta Attributes makes managing projects with large variance structure easier. First, let's take a look at Creta Attributes in general. The attributes are created by the Creta administrator and they are a global function, which means regardless of the location and client, they can be assigned once being created. The attributes can be assigned to each Creta node, for example, projects, software versions, variants, calibrations, revisions, and so on. You can see how it looks like in Creta menu on the right side. They are most typically assigned to each node by the project pilot. The main benefit of attributes is that they make managing projects with huge variance structure easy. Now let's see how each Creta role is related to Creta attributes. Firstly, as I mentioned before, the administrator creates the attributes. When they are created, the calibration pilot can assign attributes to, for example, variants. Important is that the pilot must have access to the project, which is given by the administrator, otherwise will not be able to see it. Once attributes are assigned, they can help the pilot at the selection of revision import and merging revisions. When the calibration engineer wants to import their calibration results, attributes can be also great help at importing the right calibration to the right revision. On top of these functions, both pilots and engineers can benefit from filtering the Creta tree and in filtering in dialogues with the support of attributes. It is important to mention that our team works in an agile way and we are continuously developing these functions to make Creta even better. So far, we only discussed working in the Creta project space. However, it's important to mention that Creta has another role named Component Pilot, responsible for the assigned component project. Attributes are needed for working with components in Creta, which is to be discussed in another video. Let's see how this works in Creta. As a Creta admin, I can create attributes by navigating to the Attributes button under the Preferences tab. This time I decided to create variant attributes, so I mark variant on the left side, then I click on New Group. I would like to create an attribute group for electric cars, so I rename the new group accordingly on the right side. Once it is done, I start adding the attributes with the button in the upper left corner. I rename the attribute to Thermal Management. Then I change the type of it to checkbox so that I can add the new list items. Then I rename those list items to active and passive. I repeat these tabs to create attributes for e-motor type and battery size. Eventually, I add some more attributes with the text box type to reflect the maintenance intervals. Under the Advanced tab, you can choose your desired settings for each attribute. You can, for example, choose them to be hidden in Creta project or component space, and once you don't want to use attributes anymore, you can set them obsolete. When I'm ready, I close the window. As it was discussed in the workflow video, the pilot has to create the variant structure in the Edit Variant window. In this case, was imported already, and you can see the attributes belonging to the right variant on the right side of the dialog. I expand my variant structure. Any user can create a personalized filter. It can be done by navigating to the lower left corner of the Creta window and navigating to the Project Filter tab. I already created one filter. Let's click on Create New Filter and the window pops up. From the drop-down menu, I choose Variant Type Filter. With DevX, you can set your filter up the following visualized way. Simply just choose attributes from the drop-down menu and choose the attribute you would like to set and the value that belongs to it. Here you also have the option to work with DevX without visualization. It is fully up to you. Once I'm done, I can close the window with the OK button. You can activate your filter by checking the box. If you work as a calibration pilot, having the filter active will help you at importing the revision, as revision import will be possible only to variants that comply with the active filters. Naturally, you also have the option to set more complex filters up by combining the attributes. It is a very flexible tool. Once you created the filter you want, you can rename it in the same window. Having attributes assigned to the variant can be a great help for calibration engineers at calibration import as well. They can decide to include or exclude variants based on attributes. Once the right boxes are checked, the calibration files need to be removed to the right revision with the right pointing arrow. Then the import can be continued. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. I hope to meet you again. Goodbye.